Hello Sparkers, this is Instant Kafka. I am going to go over how I set up my game settings cube. Somebody in the forums had asked me to describe how I do this, so that's what I'm going to do. The idea behind this is to have one place that I could store all my game tweaking variables or values or whatever. And what I do is I start with the logic cube and I give it a very specific appearance. This is to help me find it with all these other logic cubes that I'll end up with in my game. And I name it Game Settings. And the very first value I put in here is debug. So I set up a Boolean variable called debug. Now I don't actually set it in my brain. What I do is I take this and I pin it. And you can pin it by going over to the help for it, more info, click and pin. Now it shows up in my game settings properties. And I can set it here. I'll set it to true. I don't need it in here anymore, so I'm just going to delete it. Keep things nice and clean. Now, in any object that I want to show something, show debug information, first thing I do is I create a debug page. This is where all my debugging logic lives. Oops, don't need to call it a page, just debug. And for example, I'll say display position above. Then on my main page, I just check that global, or not global, the game settings debug. Go to my in-world picker, pick my game setting, debug. This is getting the value of this object's debug variable. I could have a different variable in here with the same name, with a different value. When game settings debug is true, call page debug. Now I'll just copy this, bring it over to this guy, create a debug page for him, display name, top left, purple of course, extra large. Did I add that at the bottom there? I did not. Paste. When game settings debug, call page debug. On my game, he's showing his position. My character's showing his name. Now when I'm ready to stop seeing all that debug information, set this to false. And like magic. Now of course, it seems like a lot of extra work when you could just use a global debug instead. But then I have to try to figure out where I set that initially, set that variable. This way, I have this big black and white logic cube right here with game settings on it. And I know exactly where to go to set that. And there might be other things in here like, I don't know, anything specific to your game. You might want to tell how many times the guy can fire a missile or something, you know, and I can set that in here. Just anything I can do to tweak my game, I'll usually put in something like this. And that's how I set it up. Thanks for watching.